Hey everybody, this is Cresso. Hey, a few weeks ago I was at a talk show at Thirdphaseofmoon, and I was expressing some information that I wanted to share to Blake and to all his audience. And one of the stuff that I was talking about is Area 51. Okay, I've been following the whole thing with Area 51 and other government bases for a long time, but what I've been researching recently, about the constitutional laws and just putting everything together, I said to myself, I gotta just share this with more people in the UFO communities, because it's like everybody's complaining about the government with these secret bases, but when I find out that the federal government is not really supposed to own any land, and the reason why they do, along with these private corporations, whatever, is because these states, for example, like Nevada, it's basically part of Washington D.C. jurisdiction. The Nevada at one time was independent. So I was just telling Blake about the information and he seemed to be following me doing the show. It's obviously an audio show, but yeah, I wanted to share that, and I'm like telling him, this is definitely kind of like an end game right here for everybody for years, basically wondering what the government's fucking hiding and stuff like that. Well, people are U.S. citizens. I was trying to explain that to him, and I know it might seem out of topic as far as UFO, but not really. The kind of government we have in America is communism, and they're doing things without people approval. But the thing is, everybody consent by voting for these people, and when we voted for this government, a lot of shit going on throughout the whole entire America. From the West Coast, East Coast, wherever, and plus United States, which is a foreign entity. I told Blake, that has nothing to do with America. There's a lot of stuff that I provided. I told Blake that I was going to email him, and right after the call, I sent him a message thanking him, for having me on the show, and didn't hear from him. Then I sent him an email from his Gmail, from his YouTube channel, and provided, copy and paste the same message just in case he didn't get it from, sending him a message directly from his site. And, I didn't hear anything back from him. So I'm like, I don't know what's on his mind, but I feel that when information like this being passed on to people, people could be overwhelmed. Maybe it's too much information, or there's some people, I don't know where Blake stands, but there's some people definitely could be operatives for the system. Is there people, the government paid top dollars to keep people distracted. For those that know, been following my channel, what I am. I express things about myself and my life. So for me to sit there and say there is no life from other dimensions, no, I'm not. Of course there is. It's just that the thing is that the government is going to use different things to distract people, and there's going to be other people, that might have YouTube channels and might basically try to distract people. I don't know. Can Blake, could Blake be an operative? I don't know. It's just interesting that he hasn't responded to my emails. I guess what it is that my feeling is that some people like to maintain the same thing, the drama. And I'm not just talking about Blake, but let's just say anybody, and I someone like myself come up with information to say, hey, look, there's laws that could end all of this. It might not register right away to people, and, that's the whole thing, it's like, what are you going to do? You going to maintain the same situation, the same MO, or are you going to just take on an information, look in within yourself and say, oh, snap, this stuff is legitimate. Yeah, we definitely can stop this whole thing, whatever's going on in Area 51. We could stop that and get the state independent again, but it takes the people, for example, in Nevada, to educate themselves. Okay, because other than that, it's going to continue because people are choosing this. But anyway, I told Blake about, Stephen Greer, why he's been having problems, why he have to depend on whistleblowers. I don't know if Stephen Greer knows what type of government it is. He knows it's corrupt. But very few people know how this government came into power. Very few. This is not a lawful government. It's not about who's in office and you don't like this person in office. It's not about that. We talk about these shadow governments that's even within DC. A lot of stuff that's going on, everybody. It's dirt. It's a lot of dirt in DC. And we have to make a decision. What are you going to do? Are you going to do something about it? Or when to get together and educate ourselves? Or we're going to sit here and talk about government doing this, hiding that. What are we going to do, everybody? So I'm going to present information like this, whether Blake will reply to my emails or not, doesn't matter. It's not going to stop what I'm doing. I've researched and I've seen the information for myself. I will provide some links below this video. I advise anybody to look into this themselves. Really read the information because it's backed up. Okay, there's definitely ways that we could stop the government secrecy, definitely. But it's going to take people to do this. You're not going to get anybody from the inside, and you can only go so far with whistleblowers. Okay, whistleblowers not going. It might do some damage to DC and these shadow governments, but it's not going to uproot. It's not. How long everybody been waiting for this disclosure stuff? Really? We need something a little bit more with a stronger kick, and this is going to take people really getting together and educate themselves and know how to correct their nationality, because it does ties down to this. The more U.S. citizens we have and participate into this government, you're feeding the monster. So more people educate themselves and people correct their nationality, and for example, you get Nevada independent again, the government secrecy and these private corporations, or you want to call it shadow governments and all that, this shit will stop because the people have the power to the land. And the government, by law, they can't do anything. So the federal is basically went way beyond his border, way beyond his boundary, way beyond. So you have to put it in its place. So that's all I have to say in this video. Again, check out the links below, please, and subscribe to my channel. And for those that subscribe, thank you very much. And I'll definitely be back with another interesting topic. Take care.